welcome to my channel. My name's Amy and this is my family allotment. So 2 weeks ago, the weekend of Storm Kiara, which was perfect timing, we got our key to our allotment. We've been waiting for about 2 years and we've been given this one which hasn't been worked for a couple of years, and I thought I'd start by showing you around and seeing what we've got to work with. Now, we haven't been down here for very much, but we have been here in the breaks of the weather, only it wasn't good enough weather to get the camera out. So I'll show you around the plot, I'll show you what we've started doing and try and let you know what our plans are going to be. So it's really sunny here today, which is lovely. So yeah, I'll show you around and you can see what we've got to work with. So this is our plot. It's number 5A. It goes from next to that green bin in that corner all the way over to just before the greenhouse. So all we've got is a bench at the moment, but we'll work on that. I say it's a half plot, but it's more than big enough for us to start with, certainly. It's much bigger than our patch that we've got in our back garden, which is sleeping at the moment. We'll be using that for our more tender vegetables, I think. So we started off in this part. It was all covered in the black plastic, so it was weed free. It's lovely black soil, and there's just a couple of bits now. We've put these beds in for our girls so that they can have their own places to do whatever they fancy with, because at the end of the day it's a garden for our family, not just for me and growing vegetables. So I think we're having a mixture of vegetables and flowers and goodness knows what in there. Then we've got the patch here which is under plastic. I'm hoping to put 2, if I'm really lucky maybe 3 beds in there. We've got this bed at the front which we've built, but we've not taken the weeds out yet. We've just got it in there so we know how big it is, and that goes to the very end of our plot and defines our paths a little bit better in the middle. This bed, this is where I'm going to put my onions and my garlic. This bed was already here, well, the wood was. It had all fallen down, but we have repaired it and we've taken all the brambles out. We've dug over the soil and we've topped it up with some manure and some compost. And then next to this big bed we've got what we believe is a little apple tree. Obviously until it fruits we don't know. We've been told that there's a mixture of apples and plums on this plot. We've got blackberries that run all down that side fence, like our boundary. Down this end it's all brambles, but up the other end it's actually thornless blackberry, which is lovely because we have lots of little people that inevitably will be down here picking their fruit in the autumn. So we're going to try and change over from the brambles to all thornless slowly. So we'll slowly work our way along, I think, dig out the nasty, great big gnarly brambles and replace them with some thornless. And the site manager is digging out some of his thornless blackberries. He's very kindly offered them to me, so hopefully we'll be able to replace them pretty quick. So over here we've got our sort of mini orchard. The trees look to be in good nick. I mean, there's some branches that cross, like these ones, that we'll prune back to make sure we get some airflow, but we're going to pretty much just ignore these, clear out the ground a little bit, but ignore these and see what happens. Just because we don't know what they are really, and we don't know how leafy they're going to get or how much fruit they're going to get, and therefore if we need to cut them back. But I mean, they've got to be about 6 foot tall. I think the one down the end is probably about 8 foot or more tall. But I mean, it's really good to have something nice and solid that we don't have to do too much to, and that's going to give us some form of goodies at the end of the year. Right, what else have I got? So we've got a bench. We're not sure if that's staying or going. It belongs to the old tenant. She unfortunately wasn't able to keep the plot. She has family in America, I believe, so she's gone back there from what I hear. But hopefully we'll be able to keep that, because that's really handy. Lots of compost ready. And this, I think this is going to be my nemesis. But to be fair, if this is the only thing that I've got to fight with, it's really sunny today, it's lovely. If this is the only thing I've got to fight with, then I think I'm doing pretty well for my first plot. In here is a mixture of brambles. There is some really really nasty looking thorny gooseberries that I'm going to have to really prune back, because they've just been left to their own devices for 2 years. So I mean, they need a good hacking. It will do them good. So I've got gooseberries. I think at the front they are red currants. I did find one label that said it was a red currant. I don't know if you can, yeah, right in there's a label that said it was a red currant. So I'm thinking that this one is probably also a red currant. They look very similar. And then, sorry, spin you around quick. Down here, I've got a big pot, which I'm using as a bin at the moment, but that will be, I'll probably put flowers in there. And then I've got sage, which is looking a bit worse for the wear after the winter, but we'll give that a hack back and see if it comes back to life. We've got some beautiful smelling thyme in there, which is lovely, and then rosemary. So this will be the herb bed. It's looking like I've got loads of chives coming up as well. I mean, they smell like chives and they taste like chives, so we're going to go with chives, but they are everywhere. So might have to take a few of those out and offer them up to some other plot holders, just because there's so many of them. They've absolutely taken over. I mean, it's lovely and I love the flowers on them, but they need a bit of controlling. So yeah, this is my little plot. Oh, look at you, right into the sun. Let's turn around. Yeah, this is my plot, and I'll be sharing it with my family and you guys, of course. So that was the plot. Just wanted to give you a brief look at what we've got. We're quite lucky. I've also found a grapevine which is just there, and I'm hoping that comes back to life in the summer, because that would be lovely. There's me and my family that will be coming down here. I've got 3 girls and they are very excited to get their own beds in, which is why we have those down at the very front. They probably won't be in the videos just to save trouble, but I'll try and show you what we do, and give you monthly tours to see how it's improving. So yeah, I just wanted to introduce myself. Thank you for watching, and I'll show you what I've been up to next time. Alright, bye bye.